Hello, my name is Oliver Wolfe, and I'm the audio editor for the SNB. And here I am sitting down with Ceyaläitor, the band formerly known as Arbitrator. You might know them by that name better, who just recently did a Scarlet Sessions with us. Would you guys want to just take a moment and introduce yourselves to the audience?
Oh, from here.
Sure.
I'll start. I'm Quinn Bausch. I'm class of 2026. I am currently only a bio major, but maybe soon to be a music major as well. I've been involved with jazz ensemble since my first semester here, and I haven't really played in any other student music groups. But I first connected with Henry because we're in the same heavy metal class, and we kind of first started talking during a field trip to see a local metal band while I was wasted. But I've been playing with these guys since then, and it's been pretty awesome.
What's your role in the band?
Oh, yeah.
I am a guitarist. Yeah.
My name is Henry. I'm a guitarist, and I'm a graduating senior. I'm a English and computer science major, and I'm also a guitarist. Started playing with the band last year, and it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. I'm Daniel. I'm a political science major, graduating next semester, but class of 2026 is the class I came in to Grinnell with. And yeah, super big fan of just like alternative rock and like punk music and that kind of thing. And I'm really glad that we're able to like bring that kind of spirit to Grinnell. Outside of the band, I also do classical piano stuff. I sing in the choir, and yeah, I just try to keep myself busy with other forms of songwriting, other forms of just musical expression, I guess.
Oh, did you say what you play?
I guess I sing, and then occasionally I play the keyboard.
And sometimes bass.
And sometimes bass.
I'm Marie. I'm a third year, class of 26. I was adopted into the band in last spring, and it's been really incredible to work with such like talented and creative musicians. And I play bass and sometimes sing.
Awesome. I think some of you guys, I don't know, it came out a bit in some of your answers. I actually remember writing a story when, Daniel, you put some posters up around campus recruiting for a new band. I saw those posters, and then I actually wrote a story for the Scarlet and Black on that band. And I think since then, since the band started, there's been a lot of evolution. There's been a lot of changing members. Could you tell us a little bit about the evolution of this band? I mean, even the name has changed, right? Could you tell us a little bit about the evolution of this band through the time it started at Grinnell to where it is now?
Yeah, sure. So I sort of started it with the idea, like I put like a poster that said, I like the Pixies, I like the Replacements, I like Velvet Underground, and just like a laundry list of these different bands, and hopefully someone who had a similar, taste or interest in that type of music would come along, and that's sort of what happened organically. I think the first person who mentioned their interest was Ari Dworkin Cantor, and they graduated last year, so that necessitated the need for a new drummer. So this year we brought on Kanata Misutani, who's a first year, and yeah, so sort of over time, because of the way a 4-year college works and people are like graduating and leaving, and we had a guitarist who had a graceful exit after making a mature decision that maybe wasn't the best fit for him and his schedule. So then we brought along Quinn, and I'm not saying this super chronologically, but essentially, it's just people come and people go, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys have kept though the high energy and the same influences or genre I would say that you started with. Could you talk a little bit about? I've heard you say a few times that that's part of the reason that you guys play that kind of punk music is because there's a hole in the Grinnell music scene there that no one else is really doing that kind of music. Could you talk about your experience playing shows before,
Sure.
and maybe what shows you're looking forward to play, or how that's been going, filling that gap in the music scene.
Yeah, so at least historically through last year, we were, I want to say, the only heavier band to play. There might have been some others that sort of dabbled with it, but yeah, it's been fun. We've had a lot of support. A lot of people are excited to hear some more energy, some louder songs. We really started early on with, as Daniel said, a lot of like 90s influence. We did a Pixies cover that people really liked at one show. And then I think this year we've been focusing a lot on writing, and we've been bringing in, I think probably my doing, like a lot of sort of 70s influence. And it's been a lot of fun. So we're planning on doing all originals, and it's sounding good. Yeah.
Will you be playing the Grinnellian, or are there any other events that you're playing before the end of the year?
Yeah, I think we're playing the Grinnellian. We should be playing the Grinnellian. We are playing the Grinnellian. And our time is set. Yes. Yeah, I think we want to try to do one more show, whether that's on or off campus is yet to be determined. But we don't have a lot of time left, so we're trying to figure that out quickly.
Would you speak a little bit more on that? I know, Henry, you're about to graduate, but the rest of you will still be here at least one more semester. As of right now, where do you see the future of Ceyaläitor, formerly known as Arbitrator, going? Whoever would like to speak.
I can say something about that. I think what's really incredible about this group is how flexible and diverse it is. I mean, me personally, I know Daniel because he, in one of the first open mics at my time at Grinnell, I saw him do like a Depeche Mode cover, and Depeche Mode is my favorite band, and so I really come from like new wave and like 80s pop, but like also like I started getting into more heavier stuff when like him and I started collaborating, but he loves a lot of like hardcore and like straight edge punk, and then Henry, like he mentioned, has a lot of like 70s influence, and he's like an incredible, very like fluid guitarist, and Quinn has brought in like some other more like rocky influence, which I think is really great. So because these are all such talented musicians, like whoever comes in and out of the group just ends up being a perfect addition, because they're just, I don't know, they're amazing. I love these guys.
That's awesome. Maybe last question I'll ask is just tagging onto that, thinking a little bit less about the music and just thinking about how it's been to be together as a band. What is that kind of energy like socially? Like, is it fun to be in a band on campus? And how do you guys kind of work together? And maybe tagging onto that, though it's a little different. Are you looking to record music anytime or anything like that? Because I think that's also a very social thing for a band to do. Like that takes a lot of teamwork to get together and record. So.
Yeah, I guess Quinn, you could also say something because I don't think you had a chance. But yeah, I think we're thinking about recording something probably like, I guess, mixtape, like just like mixtapey in a sense that it's not going to be a lot of post-production. It's not going to be something that's super like glossy, but I don't think it necessarily has to be anyway. But yeah, I think that is something mindful of, just considering our like whatever our like quote unquote legacy would be once people just start, once Henry graduates, and since I'm graduating early next semester, like what that would look like. And yeah, I think sort of the idea did come about like relatively recently. It's like, okay, we probably should try to like record something, even if it's not the most perfect album of ever, like that probably should be done, because yeah, I mean, I think there is something to be said about just having like a little bit of like a time capsule in a way to look back to in terms of having a recording and in terms of reflecting the work we've done.
Hopefully Scarlet Sessions will be that as well, and I hope that can be that for you guys. Quinn, do you want to talk a little bit more?
Yeah. Well, yeah, we've been floating around the idea of the recording for a while. We have a lot of like really short and poor quality like phone recordings of different ideas that we have. But it would be really nice to have like an actual full set of our original songs. So.
Well, thank you guys so much. I don't have any more questions for you guys. If there's anything else that you want to say, feel free. If not, then thank you so much for coming in and doing a Scarlet Session and an interview with us. And I hope you guys get a chance to see them perform, hopefully at the Grinnellian or at something else. So.
Yeah.
Thank you.
See you later.
See you later.
Nice.